where it was because I was traveling last night. I looked at it last night. It looked to me like the bear was taking over a little bit. But no definitive whatever they asked, no definitive decisions made last night, obviously, but it certainly looked like the downside was coming more. Now, my PowerPoint presentation has decided not to work. It's picking up the Forex forecast instead of doing what I want it to do. Just one second. Yeah, I don't seem to have the normal setup here. So okay. Welcome to the World Indices Speed webinar for today, which is some important day, Friday the 29th of May 2015. I had to run out and buy a new keyboard here because the mouse and the little plug-in seem to have disappeared, so that's why I'm a bit late. And one moment. You might want to read the warning about realestate.com that I've just put out. Okay, where am I looking at? Okay. Well, that's way too close with my set of glasses on. Dow Jones Transportation Average, new line. This continues to decide to go south towards 83.15, setting up a precondition for a bit more of a bear market, particularly on a break below 82.90. Full stop, new line. It's not yet trending. It is on the 50%, so again, people will be interested in that. However, we're not seeing any sign of reversal. Full stop, new line. So the bias is to the downside still in this. Full stop, new line. Dow Jones Industrial Average, new line. Yesterday I said I thought this was the top end of the range in the S&P, and it turned out to be the top end of the range in the Dow as well. Full stop, new line. It's forming up a triangle. So let's call this A, B, C, down towards 17,849. How cool is that? My keyboard C does not work. That's so annoying. A new keyboard burn. Okay, so we're in that churning range, the washing machine. E-mini S&P, new line. It would seem to me the S&P is doing washing, full stop, new line. And the data source is being unreliable. I did a 50% retracement. I was thinking it might do down towards 2109. And that's not a fourth wave in my books. We might get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're looking at the 60-minute chart, full stop, new line. And it has popped up here. But this is one of the most unusual closes you will see in the S&P, full stop, new line. It's closed higher, but there's not been high volume, full stop, new line. So it's still in a churning range, full stop, new line. NASDAQ, new line. I'd love to know what happened to the 28th of May on this data, and we can see that it is here now. And a breakdown below 45.33 would start to show that this is rolling down to 45.14. And it has tried to stay up over the last trading session, but it didn't make a new daily high, full stop, new line. So it's an inside day, it's a pivot point day. Be cautious. This is a shorting opportunity in the NASDAQ if it breaks 45.30 with a stop above 45.50. Looking for 44.91, but more importantly, new lows, full stop, new line. New lows. They are really trying to make us feel as if it's going up, full stop, new line. The Dow Transports, the Dow, not so good. The S&P holding up okay. And the NASDAQ, indecisive, full stop, new line. Here you can see on the chart the more correct NASDAQ, full stop, new line. And that means a break below 45.18 on the index starts to be a worry, full stop, new line. We don't quite have divergence. That would be just a retest on this one, full stop, new line. The little NASDAQ is a confused puppy after what appears to be a five-wave structure or a fifth of the fifth with a failed fifth, full stop, new line. 44.90 would also be a point at which you could say the nail's in the coffin, full stop, new line. Volatility index, the VIX, new line. Looking at the volatility index, we can see it looks a little bit like a flag after a big jump. That would imply a rally towards 17. Or more importantly, 15.86 is more easier full stop new line. S&P 500 cash index, new line. We see a lot of inside day maneuvering in the S&P 500 cash index, full stop new line. And you can see on this indicator, which is a more longer term indicator, that it could roll over at any point in time. A little bit of a slip to the downside would make it negative, full stop new line. The drift is up, so we're confused. But I still think we're at the top end of the range tier, full stop new line. Something just got into my machine, I don't know what. VXX.ETF, new line. We are still long in the VXX. Although the pattern is a little bit annoying to watch. And we will hold our stop loss as is, full stop new line. One moment, I just want to check this screen resolution because the screen resolution on my other one seems too high. No, it's not. It's a strange one. Love to know what's going on with this server. Just give me the irrits. See, it's missing. There it is. There's the 28. That's all right. Sadly, the way that it's doing it does make me feel as if $18.39 is a possibility. Full stop new line. GDX.ETF, new line. On the GDX, we can see that it's had a good volume is okay for a break up a little bit. A break would be above at $19.69, buy more above $19.88 and whack a stop loss below $19.16. Full stop new line. And yet, gold has done nothing. Full stop new line. TBT.ETF, new line. We are still long, and it's touched the 30-day moving average, and we've got a bit of a kiss, so we need to decide to go up. If you do want to go long, you buy more on a break above $47.30 with a stop loss below $46. We will add on our PHG trade to that. Looking at gold. Gold's in a bit of an expanding triangle, and I'm not sure what to make of it really, full stop my line. It's given us the first idea of a sell signal that we've had in a while. 1200 would be the rally point to sell into, full stop my line. Notice a few of the momentum indicators are starting to move to the downside, full stop my line. Now for the damage of the day. YINN.ETF, new line. The Shanghai A-shares index, or the Shanghai market, received about a 6% hit yesterday. Full stop new line. Now, weird things have been happening with that strong trend. They say that it's mainly retail customers buying that. They also say that there is no manipulation in the market. And they also say that the retail customers are heavily leveraged, full stop new line. So this is a possibility that a 1929 style movement has happened in the Chinese stock market with a massive run based on leverage, full stop new line. I tend to think of it more as a five-wave structure that is collapsing now, full stop new line. However, the yin has not made a new high while the Shanghai A-shares index did, full stop new line. So there's some strange divergence going on there, full stop new line. I'd say the yin is probably down in bargain territory now. And if you tried to buy it, you would need to be below $51.50, full stop new line. German DAX, new line. Gives us nothing, takes us nowhere other than to say it's not going to be long before some moving averages roll over, and if it broke 11,605, a faster decline to 11,428 should emanate. Full stop, me line. DJ Euro Stocks 50, new line. This is a little bit better than the German DAX, but still just as confused. It still could tag 3701, and a breakdown below 3600 would start to make it look a little bit negative, and a break below 3590 would make it look for 3436. Full stop, new line. UK FTSE, new line. UK FTSE, new line. What we see here is a basic failure to find a personality. Full stop, new line. Leave it alone. Full stop, new line. Italian MIB, new line. On the Italian MIB, a breakdown below 23,439 would be a negative event. At the moment, it doesn't know what to do with itself, and a better negative event would be below 23,246. Full stop, me line. The weeklies give us a slightly better guide. 23,100 below there would be a sign of a problem. The weeklies quite clearly are still showing some strength. Full stop, new line. Shanghai A-shares index, new line. That was a pretty awesome failure. Unfortunately, what it means is it's come back down to value area at 4,800, and I would think the bargain hunters might come out of the woodwork. There is divergence, as I was mentioning before. Yesterday or the day before, and it fell out of bed pretty shocking. That may destroy the confidence, but if you were trading this normally, you really would have to buy off the old tops with a stop below 4,700. Full stop, new line. Hong Kong Hang Seng, new line. Contrary to my opinion that the Hang Seng should have followed the Shanghai, it fell down, go boom, pretty hard. It is on a bit of support. This is a support area. If you thought about buying it for a low probability, high reward trade, you could buy it now or down to 27,127 with a stop loss below 26,946. Full stop, new line. NASDAQ, new line. Nope. The data's back. Japanese Nikkei, new line. Still making new highs, still trending up. If you want to protect yourself, because Asia does tend to infect itself, a stop below 20,355 is a good idea. Full stop, new line. Australian Confusion Price Index, new line. This is one confused puppy. The overall averages are still slightly negative with an upward bias. Full stop, new line. What a beauty this is. Done a 50%. We've done a 50% before. Can we get down to this 50% at 55, 51? Full stop, new line. It certainly will be in rhythm. And it could do 58, 38. I just throw up my hands in the air, really. Full stop, new line. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out and we'll come back into the other room.